Hey Cancer, welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. This is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. What I do here is quick, simple, romantic reading, trying to get the love energy for this relationship going into the week of January 30th. So when I do this is I lay out three that will represent your energy, Cancer, going into it. And then I will lay out three to represent your romantic interests, energy going into it. That way we can kind of find out, where the connection is, what's really going on between the two of you. Every once in a while, there will be some messaging that I don't want to say doesn't fit, but might be a little vague. But since everything came out for a reason, I do have a second deck there for clarification, should that need arise. So, Cancer, let's see what we got. Oh man, first glance. Might be a little turbulent, but let's start with you, Cancer, and get an idea of what this is, what these mean, and then get an idea of actually what's going on with you, and we'll do that for them, kind of see where y'all are meeting in the middle. Starting it out is the Queen of Cups, which is feminine energy, openness, being able to convey your emotion in a way that makes sense, and also being vulnerable with your own emotion. You are open to it. Then you have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away, which is moving on from an emotion. It's moving on from a situation or an emotion attached to a situation. And I like to think of it as getting over what you have been dealing with. Not always for the best, but it is moving past whatever that emotion is. And then you have the Four of Pentacles, which is stability in the physical world. This could be anything from your own physical appearance all the way up to your job, your money, your physical assets. It is things in the physical world. So what I have here is somebody who is emotionally vulnerable, but understanding that they have what they need. And by emotionally vulnerable, you're in the middle of transitioning from one emotional state to a new one that is more stable-minded. Going into it, you might be feeling, I don't want to say attacked, but feeling like everything affects you. You can feel all the energy around you. You can feel their emotions, and it's wearing on you. You also have this openness when it comes to whatever this issue is that this person has brought into it. You are feeling their energy, but you're finally starting to kind of develop a boundary and moving on from whatever this pain is that you've been through. Normally you don't move on from an emotion unless it's a bad one. So it is one of the situations where you can rest assured that you are not going to be in that state much longer, because you have stability in the physical world. You know what you're worth. So that can be, the physical world is half the equation. You have the spiritual part of it and the physical part of it, and both of those things make up us, make up everything we see. So Cancer, you're finding your balance. You're able to plant your feet because you're wrapping your mind about what you have instead of what you don't. It's a building. then when it comes to them, when it comes to your romantic interest, they're leading off with the King of Cups, which is stability, understanding, emotional stability, emotional understanding, having it or not having it. And then they have the Star, which is healing from the past. It's the past being behind them. But then they have the Seven of Swords, which is deception. This person is fooling themselves and fooling you with their strong ability to seem like they're not fazed by what's going on. They have this sense of stability, trying to be the bigger person. You know, they're already over it. Whatever this problem is, it's already done. But they're not over it. They're not over whatever this issue is. And this is an issue that affected both of you. Because they're healing, they're moving on. You're moving on to a better state. So Cancer, whatever this problem was that you are now finally wrapping your mind around, and you're gaining stability through something tangible, through something you can touch, something you can feel. It's something real that you're finding your worth around. Maybe you're discovering, hey, I have a really good job, I'm happy about it, I'm content, I'm good. Or all the bills are paid, I'm not worried about it. They're in a much different situation. They're showing strength too, but it's not true strength. There's an underlying issue that is just not, they're making themselves out better to be better than what they actually are. They're not necessarily outright lying. I don't know if I would say, you know, this is a narcissist or anything, but this person, they may not even know they're doing it, but as a defense mechanism perhaps, they're lying to themselves, telling themselves that they are better than where they are at, that they are actually further along than they actually are. Which means this person is going to be exceptionally vulnerable to criticism, because they have built this glass wall to keep, you know, the weather out. It won't take much to break that down. So you are in a very unique situation right now. Yes, you're rebounding from a situation that honestly probably sucked, but you are regaining your stability. They are regaining their stability too, but in a much different, potentially much more destructive way. But as long as you can see through the crap that they're pushing towards you, if they're like, oh yeah, I'm good. No, you're not. But if you can see through it and watch for signs of if they are starting to falter, just be the mama bird, you know, looking over your nest, watching, you know, to make sure that don't fall out of the nest. You know, you don't want them to fall out, but at the same time, you are going to have to let them heal in their own way, because they don't share that same energy with you at all. Like, this is a completely different way of going about healing. Yours is healthy, theirs is not. So keep that in mind, Cancer, going into the week. And I really do appreciate you sticking around and hearing what I have to say with the messaging here. And with that, Cancer, I will see you next week.